Talk about how that came about.
Man, we was in Bend, Oregon, messing around in the mall, and me, Zab Judah, I think Zaire Rahim, maybe David Reed was with us, Nate Jones for sure, and I said, man, you the pretty boy, man, you the pretty boy. You should be called Pretty Boy Floyd. And it stuck, you know what I mean? And he loved it, man. And he did wonders with it until he started getting all that money. Then he changed his name, so it was fitting too.
Okay. Let's talk about fighting the pound-for-pound guy. And with you being left-handed, I absolutely have to ask you, what is the recipe to defeating the pound-for-pound guy being a sophomore?
I can't speak for nobody but myself, man,
sure,
you know, but when I had to do it, I just had tremendous focus, man, and I knew in my heart that, you know, it was my time, so I didn't let nobody convince me otherwise, so, you know, I was really hell-bent on getting my job done, but it was years in the making, man. Everybody was surprised with me, man. Like I said, at every level of boxing, I can remember I've been the best, and that's the best in the world. So I don't know how they didn't see me coming. That's surprising to me. You know, you don't become the best amateur in the world by not having the goods, and you know, and then going on, and even my career speaks for itself, man. So I mean, my skills are what they are. They certified, and I just don't know how they can't. They still don't see it. I'm 46, and they still surprised, you know, that I'm here unscathed and that I look as good as I did against Jonathan Banks. But I mean, that's just the beginning, man. That's just the beginning. Like I said, I'm on a destiny trip right now, and you know, they in the way. I'm gonna be the next heavyweight champion, and that's my goal. And I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna quit. And they know. It ain't no stopping me when I make my mind up. You know, and I'm gonna tell you right now, if they fight me, I'm gonna beat them. That's Wilder and that's Klitschko. Period. I'm coming.
Talk about being. I'm leading to your take on Mayweather Pacquiao. Talk about being overlooked for such a long time and the mental toughness going into training camp and the perseverance and the hunger that you had for that fight that gave you that, I don't know if it was 12 weeks, 8 weeks your preparation for the camp was. Talk about that fucking fire that you had built up 5 to 6 years that led into the 8 weeks.
And you know what? If Roy would have fought me when I was, you know, eligible to fight him the first time, I probably wasn't ready to beat him then. But because he let me get ready, and it wasn't no stopping me once I got there, it was too late. Now, we're gonna find out one thing. If Mayweather was ducking Pacquiao or if it was just business. The fight gonna tell us that story. What really was the deal there? But I see a tremendous fight. I can't predict who's gonna win, but I can predict this. That Floyd is in for the toughest fight of his career. I think he knows that. He can't afford to let Pacquiao hit him with his power shots. He gotta be on the lookout for his power. Cannot underestimate his power. And Floyd's gonna have to break Pacquiao's spirit. He's gonna have to break his spirit. How you break a man's spirit? You hurt him. You put hands on him, you hurt him. And Floyd's gonna have to hurt Pacquiao, I think, in order to stop him. That's what I'm looking forward to. I think Floyd Mayweather can rise to the occasion. He's the greatest fighter out there. If anybody can, he can. But that's what it's going to have to take for him to stop Manny Pacquiao, because styles make fights. And coming from that southpaw stance, that vicious left hand, and this man is fast too. He might not be as fast as Floyd, but that don't mean he can't be quicker at times. I mean, and Manny has good legs on him, strong legs. He built low to the ground. He throw punches, power shots from all different angles. This is a tough fight for Floyd, but Floyd knows that. That's why he's going to be in the best shape of his life. He's hired 2 of the best southpaw sparring partners I think he could have, and Chop Coley as well as Zab Judah. So we know Floyd is deadly serious, but I mean, is there reservation in his heart? We'll see fight night.
And talk about